Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're digging into the core ideas of a pretty fascinating book called Quantum Living. And let me tell you, it offers a totally different way of looking at, well, everything.
And it all kicks off with this really big question. You see, the authors are asking, what if those super weird, mind-bending rules of quantum physics, the stuff that governs tiny particles, what if they actually hold the secrets to our own happiness and success? It's a wild idea, right?
And that's really the heart of it. You don't need a PhD in physics for this. The point is to just get that the universe is way more mysterious and connected than we usually give it credit for. And if we can tap into that, we can literally change how we think, how we feel, and how we show up in the world every single day.
All right, so let's get into it. What exactly is quantum living? Well, think of it as a bridge, a powerful one, that connects two worlds we usually keep totally separate.
Yeah, this isn't about science versus spirituality at all. It's more like a place where they meet, where the hard data from physics lines up perfectly with our own personal, gut-level experiences. The book's argument is that they're not fighting each other. They're actually telling the exact same story, just from different angles.
Okay, so the whole philosophy really boils down to three huge concepts. First, profound interconnectedness, the idea that on some energetic level, everything is connected. Second, consciousness creates. This is a big one. It means your mind isn't just watching a movie, it's helping direct it. And third, embracing possibility. The idea that reality isn't set in stone. It's more like a field of potential, just waiting for us to make a choice.
So that brings us to the next big piece, shifting your mindset. Because, it's one thing to understand these ideas intellectually, but it's a whole different ballgame to actually live them. So, what does a quantum mindset even look like day to day? Well, the book says the first step, the absolute key, is to change how you see things. It's about shifting from this, rigid, this is how things are view of the world, to one that's way more dynamic, more fluid, and just jam-packed with potential.
And this chart just lays it out so perfectly. Look at the difference. The conventional mindset, it sees reality as this fixed thing out there that we just have to deal with. But the quantum mindset, whoa, it sees reality as something we co-create. Suddenly, challenges aren't roadblocks anymore, they're just information. And your beliefs? They're not these concrete walls holding you in, they're tools you can change and adapt.
And this is huge. It means all those stories we tell ourselves, the ones, the I'm not smart enough or I could never do that, they're not facts, they're not permanent, they're just thoughts, patterns that can be reshaped. Once you really get that, you can start to take apart those walls you built around yourself brick by brick.
Okay, so how do you actually do this? The authors give us three really practical tools. First, mindfulness meditation. That's all about just noticing your thoughts without getting caught up in them. Second is visualization, really truly feeling the outcome you want as if it's already here. And third, gratitude, shifting your whole focus from what's missing to everything you already have. Simple, but powerful. All right, so you've got this new mindset. Now what? How does this actually show up in your real life? Well, the book gets super practical here and breaks it down into a few key areas. First up is something called quantum healing. And the idea is pretty straightforward. Your thoughts, your intentions, your emotions, they aren't just in your head. They have a real, tangible effect on your physical body. It's all about using your own consciousness as a powerful tool for your health.
Then there are quantum relationships. This takes the same idea and applies it to how we connect with other people. Think about it. Every conversation, every interaction is an exchange of energy. And when you become aware of that, you can start building deeper, more authentic connections. It's about conscious communication. And they even take it to what we eat. With quantum nutrition, food isn't just about calories, it's about energy. Every food has its own vibrational frequency. So the goal is to eat whole, organic, high-energy foods that literally raise your body's energy and support your well-being.
So when you put it all together, the mindset, the approach to healing, to relationships, to food, it's all about one thing, helping you design your life on purpose instead of just letting it happen to you. Yeah, this is the final step. It's about stepping out of the passenger seat and getting behind the wheel. You become the architect of your own reality. Every choice you make, big or small, becomes a deliberate act of building the life you truly want to live.
And a really powerful tool for this? Minimalism. Seriously, it's not just about getting rid of stuff. It's about clearing out the clutter, both physical and mental, so you have the space to focus on what actually matters. It's a huge shift from valuing things to valuing experiences.
So, what's the payoff for all this? Well, according to the book, it's pretty profound. We're talking about unlocking more creativity, feeling a deeper spiritual connection, cultivating a genuine feeling of abundance, and maybe most importantly, finding a real deep sense of purpose in your life.
But you know, the vision here is actually bigger than just self-help. The whole idea is that when you change your own inner world, it doesn't just stop with you. It creates a ripple effect. It contributes to a better community, a better world, a more conscious future for everyone.
Which of course leaves us with one last really big question to think about. If your consciousness really does shape your reality, then what reality are you going to choose to create?